Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Oshi no Ko, almost forgot the name of the show, Season 2, Episode 6. So, last time, pretty crazy episode with Akane talking about how she would be willing to kill with him, with Aqua. Now, I don't know if that's just her trying to, uh, what's it called? Like, trying to appease him for now, and if it actually came down to it, I don't know if she would do it for real, but interesting. And then we got a darker side of Ruby too, which was also interesting. Talking about Aqua's love life, she got really serious, and she's not usually the type to get that serious. And then we have the play starting, and we ramped up the competition between the actors and everything, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. We had the curtains raising right as the episode ended, so let's jump into this and see what happens. We're gonna start here, guys, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Sorry for the noise. No, damn. Like, I didn't realize it was all four of them in the audience, just like looking real sad. They gotta find out about who each other are at some point, right? Because they still don't know. I mean, maybe they don't, but... Hmm. I like that opening a lot. I know I've seen it a bunch of times already, but... Oh, let's go! We're right in! Cool. Mm. Ooh. Cool. Blade. Surigi. Kizami. Oh. Monme. Some pretty intense faces in the art. This is Toki, right? Or something? Toki. One of the only ones that I remembered out of all the names. I kind of remember Blade, too. I like the music shift when she came on. Princess Saya. That's really cool. I like how it's like the screen separates, or I think it's like a curtain, right, or whatever they said. Which is really neat. You can see a little bit of like the stuff behind it. Nice, the sound effects and everything. I like the framing of this, like as if we're like, okay, we're getting closer now, but how we're watching it as if we're like the audience. She's on a wire so she can jump down. Cool. Oh, the animation is already pretty smooth. Damn. It's crazy too because they actually have to like there's no like doubles here. They actually have to do this. Oh my god. Her eyes. I like how the hearts in her blade. I never noticed that before. It's so funny, this calm, demeanored guy that we saw during recital or like the practice and everything. Damn. Hmm. Shift in her personality a bit there. Seemingly. Yeah, cool. Shinjuku. Oh. Nice. Hmm. This is really fun. What I can't remember what role Melt is, and now I might not be able to recognize them in the costumes. I want to see how his acting does. Is it this guy though? Hmm. The voice almost reminds me a little bit of Melt there. Ooh, music. Once again, I love the shot as if we're sitting in the audience too. Like having the zoomed in stuff is cool too, but really neat. So we kind of saw Blade's side of the story, right? End of Act 1. Hmm. Interesting. Is it all in one sitting, or do they have to come back? I'm guessing one sitting, right? I would imagine? Oh. Uh... Hmm. Okay. Okay, so that's this guy, right? Okay. Oh shit. Nice. Oh, I liked how Hmm. Oh. Okay, so they're practicing Act 2 now? So maybe they did only do Act 1 and then you have to come back at another point for Act 2. Hmm. Neat. Hmm. Ah, yeah. Kizumi, okay. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, why? Huh. Hmm. Was that a little bit afraid on, like, the handle? Is that what we were looking at? Damn. Okay, so now we're back here. That was just a flashback. So maybe Act 2 is going on. Hmm. Had her way with me. Interesting way to put it. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Did it? Oh. Hmm. So it seems like he's even still not doing great. It didn't feel too bad to me, but I'm also not in that industry, so. Oh. Damn. Wow. I mean, I've known I've liked Melt, but I imagine so. Hmm. Ooh. Wow. Hmm. Oh. That's interesting advice. Make good use of being lousy, huh? Oh. Interesting. Try to get one part of it be good. Ooh. Oh, let's go! I am hyped! Whoa! That was pretty awesome. Oh, why am I gonna cry? Oh, that was really cool. Hmm. Ooh. This is really cool. Feel like I'm a little quiet, honestly, because I'm just into the dialogue. The jumping in between is a lot, but I like it too. Hmm. Channel some of his emotional acting. Damn. Oh, melt. Wow. Oh, that was cool. This single minute. Holy shit, that was cool. Uh, wow. Damn. This is really interesting. What the heck? This frickin' the artistic vision in what we're seeing right now is crazy. Whoa, what the fuck, man? That's so cool. Damn. That was awesome. Ooh, speechless. Oh, look at this guy. He's like, told you so. Oh, wow. Nice. Almost feel like he took that as. Nice. Oh, I didn't like that guy last episode, but wow, his hands. Oh, wow, growth. That's what I'm talking about, man. That was awesome. Like, I've liked Melt's character ever since he came in and was like, I realized I sucked. No one told me I sucked, and I wish someone had, so I could have gotten better. And just that right there, that one little aspect, that one little thought process, that's how you improve. That's how you get better at things in life. If you think you're already the best you can get at something, you're already wrong. So it's just I love it. And then this episode just emphasized it on it even more. I loved Aqua's advice of like, hey, if your acting is mediocre, before this comes out, there's no way you're going to catch up to everyone else. But you focus on one part of your whole performance and like make that as good as you can get. And I like how he was like, this 1 minute, no one is gonna beat me. That was awesome. So absolutely loved it. There was a lot of cutting back and forth from the play, and at first I wasn't sure what was going on. I was a little bit confused by it. But I think I think obviously after the first couple times it did it, I realized what the show was doing. That is it, guys, for episode 6. Uh, but yeah, like right when what was it? It was right after Act 1 ended, and I was like, well, wait, are we going into Act 2 right away? Do they do it all in one sitting? And it seems like they do. But when we cut away, it almost looked like we were like, it almost looked like we cut from Act 1 to them practicing. So I thought we just cut to them practicing for Act 2, and that meant it was separate, but it was just a flashback. And that's when I started. Once I realized that, I started, and then once it like cut back to the play going on still, I was like, okay, yeah, it is going on. That's when I realized that we're cutting back and forth a lot. So, but yeah, there were a couple moments where it felt like it took me out of like the play itself, but the character stuff was just amazing for Melt. I love him. That's awesome. I love how he, I already said it, but I can't stress it enough that I love people that are able to admit their faults and practice to get better with them. So very cool. I did want to look at that moment, his moment again, and I like the build up to it too, of like, that they did a good job of having the audience be like, oh, he's not that good, because I thought he was doing decent. Like, maybe it's the difference between like, maybe if I understood Japanese, maybe I'd be able to tell that it wasn't up to snuff, right? Like, it definitely didn't give me, like, up until he obviously showed off, up until that 1 minute of what he practiced a lot of, it didn't give me, like, chills of being like, oh my god, this is amazing, but it also didn't, like, it honestly felt, to me, similar to Kana's performance in Act 1. I'm sure Kana, like, except for Kana coming in with her, like, crazy eyes or whatever, but after she got knocked to the ground and she kind of got, like, a slight, like, personality shift of, like, oh, don't kill me, I ain't ready to die yet, or whatever, that little moment almost didn't feel as well acted as some of the stuff that Kizumi did, or Melt as Kizumi. But yeah, so I don't know, maybe it's just the language barrier. Like, I can usually pick up on like the high emotional scenes. I can really notice it in Japanese versus like dub. The Japanese hits me way harder. But some of like the subtleties of the voice acting with Japanese I don't pick up on. So maybe that was my problem. But they did a good job with the audience saying it, so I'm like, okay, and the one lady that wrote Sweet Today saying it and stuff like that, that really like helped push me to be like, oh, okay, so he's not doing as good as the others. But I love Aqua's advice, just they let their guard down, and that made me, the way they had the audience saying like he's bad, made me let my guard down. And then Aqua was like, and then just blow him away, and that was awesome. Truly fantastic. um let's let's look at this real fast. I think this is where they said he's not very good. This is where they say, so what if you're lousy? Um, that backflip was great, and then he kicks the sword up, does like a pretty sick spin, does another like handstand, catches it, and it like flips around his shoulder and everything. That's freaking awesome. And then caught it. And then he has a good look on his face too. Yeah, that was like it is also crazy that these actors, it adds a whole nother level that they're doing these stunts themselves. Like a lot of the times in movies, like the stunts and everything are cool, but they are done by stunt doubles majority of the time. I know some actors do some of their own stunts, and things like that, but yeah, in this play, that's just them doing it. So they had to practice all this choreography and everything, and do all these flips and things and all that. And that's where Melt really fell behind, because he had to, until what Aqua told him is he had to try to get good at the acting portion while also learning the choreography and getting good at that when he's not familiar with any of it yet. So it made it like doubly hard for him, So that was really cool. And then that one scene, well, I liked Melt talking about how he's kind of had everything given to him, right? Like he, as he got older, he, uh a older classmate slept with him, and all the girls like said they liked him before he even had to say anything. So he never really had to like chase after anyone relationship wise, it seemed like. And just all these things, he'd if I read it right, I think he'd said he'd like tease the he tease some of the kids, and everyone else would like laugh at it. Like he never had to like really work to try to make people like him and for things to work out for him. Even like it seemed like just because of his looks he got into like the acting role and everything, not because he was good at it and all that. So it's amazing he turned out the way that he did, getting humbled the way that he did on Sweet Today, and taking it in stride and improving himself, because I feel like there is a bit of ego that gets built up when people have a life like he's kind of led, and because of that it makes it extremely difficult for him to, or for people like that to have that reality check of like, I've been good at everything my whole entire life. I've never had to struggle, and now I'm not good at something, And instead of getting depressed about it or angry about it, and lashing out, instead he's like, no, I'm just gonna practice and get good at this too. So that's really cool. And then the artwork on like that scene, I almost wish we could see like what fully happened there, because it seems like he went in for a strike and then fell over after it went through the whole artistic thing. Um, but yeah, that was pretty crazy with just the melding of like past moments and stuff all coming together. Like we have it flashing through like school, all the things that were easy for him, the girls like freaking out about him, and then it goes into this like very like simple cartoony drawing of just like his face everywhere and just everything about him, and he's signing autographs, he's putting on a hat, and but then he just like falls into this like, he becomes like this crystal thing that then breaks apart but then falls like in front of him. He goes to grab it and it's like out of reach. It's like, it's, and like that is something like, it's like he's chasing that like becoming a star. Like it's, that star is like always just out of reach of him, and it shows him practicing trying to grab it, still doesn't work. He still can't reach it. Once again, stars through the sky, and he's like flying after him and everything. Like, I don't, maybe I'm getting the wrong symbolism there, but it does seem like he's, chasing after that acting ability, right? Kind of thing, like that stardom. But yeah, just the way some of the stuff I don't like fully understand either, but like it almost looked like his hand is on fire in one of those, and then it like the fire goes out and then some blood, he like squeezes his hand and some blood drops down. Like it's so cool. And then I don't even know, the freaking blood like formed into like him. And then I really like that scene of like, maybe that's kind of the symbolism there, is like the blood, sweat, and tears that he put into this falls to the ground and coagulates into himself, that then burns into the the character that he's portraying, right? It might just be that, like, the blood, sweat, and tears that he invested into it transformed him into this character, this role. Could be something like that, or something I don't, I'm not picking up on. I'm not the best at visual, like, stuff like this, um, like, sometimes in shows they give these visual cues that are like, oh, I bet if you asked if this part was in the manga or if this is artistic stuff for the anime, I'm not sure. But if you asked whoever originally came up with this what they were intending to portray in this, I bet they can give you exactly, like, this moment means this because of his, like, the way his character goes, and every little scene I bet they can describe and it means something, but I'm not always able to pick up on what they're trying to put down, you know? But I like how, like, the rest of the fight is portrayed as him, like, pushing up against the water, almost like uh pressing against this unstoppable force that he has no chance of beating, but he's still pushing forward too. So, very cool. And I like how when it finally, like, overwhelmed him, he had a smile on his face too. That's cool. It's like, it's almost like never giving up the struggle too, all the way until the end. That was awesome. Very cool. But yeah, man, what a fantastic episode. The first act wasn't too bad. It's obviously setting things up, and it's really funny seeing that Blade and the actor playing him in this, who is that timid, quiet, like, not, like, very soft spoken individual that we see in, like, the rehearsals and everything, and then, you know, seeing him on the stage here, just two completely different people. It just goes to show how talented of an actor he is. So. I also like the conversation about theater and saying how he still wants people to like theater for what it is. He doesn't want 2.5D theater to be the only thing people like. He wants normal theater to strive still too. So they're trying to implement aspects of normal theater while trickling in 2.5D, so that way people can still appreciate and come to love the normal theater stuff too. So, very cool, guys. I think that is it for me. An amazing episode, and, like, super good melt focus. And I'm assuming next episode we might get into the Aqua parts, because it seems like this might have been Act 2 or close to Act 2 finishing, which means we only have the whatever's left of Act 2, if there is anything, and Act 3. So I'm really excited to see Aqua's stuff, which I was hyped to see that here, but this was so good with what it showed. It's fine. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he practiced for, and hopefully he nails it. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. 2 more episodes ahead, as usual, with my early access tier. Check that out, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.